You were trained to be soft, and it cost you everything. They told you to be open, vulnerable, gentle, be her protector, be her provider, be her peace. They fed you a lie, wrapped in sweet slogans and soft edges. Women want a good man, they said. A man who listens, a man who feels, a man who serves. But here you are, confused, abandoned, ignored, watching the same woman who once clung to your presence now get wet for the man who doesn't even call her back. And deep down you feel it, that quiet itch of betrayal, that gut voice saying, none of what they taught you works, because it doesn't. Not in the real world, not where power, not promises decides everything. The game you were never meant to see. Calvin Reed didn't write women magic lore for men still drunk on Disney fantasies. He wrote it for the burned, the ghosted, the drained, for the man finally ready to stop pretending and see the game for what it is. Here's the brutal truth. Women don't fall for goodness. They fall for gravity, presence, command, not kindness, not compromise, not your goddamn feelings. The man she dreams about, it's not the one kneeling at her feet. It's the one who stands, whole and unmoved, without needing her applause. The chase kills the tension. You were raised to chase. Chase her attention, chase her affection, prove you're worthy. But the second you chase, you flip the polarity. You kill the mystery. You scream, I am beneath you, and you can feel it in her fading excitement, in her cold eyes. Reed says it plain, never chase. Because once you do, you're not the prize anymore, you're the puppy. And women don't fuck puppies. They pet them, praise them, and then get bored and find the wolf who doesn't ask for permission to exist. Women don't fall for effort, they fall for energy. You think you're winning her over with texts, flowers, vulnerability. You're not. You're leaking need. And need repels her at the primal level. The man she can't forget. He's not the one texting paragraphs. He's the one whose silence she can feel. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't chase. He can walk away without blinking. That's gravity, not effort, not words, not confessions. You were set up to lose. You were taught that love is fair, an even exchange. It's not. It's a power dynamic. It's a psychological dance of who needs less. And women, they know this without ever reading a book. It's instinct. From birth, they're trained to withhold, to test, to calibrate. Not because they're evil, because it's survival. Meanwhile you're taught to bleed vulnerability, to confess, to seek validation. And she reads your words like a manual, looking not for connection, but for leverage. Not to hurt you, to measure you, to see if she can shape you. And once she knows she can, the mystery dies. The attraction dies. Women crave mountains, not mirrors. You think opening up builds closeness? Wrong. It builds predictability. And predictable men are emotional toys, not emotional anchors. Women crave calm, masculine unpredictability, presence without paragraphs, strength without speeches. They dream about the man they can't figure out, not the one who hands them his entire soul after 2 dates. Energy greater than explanations. You think love is about confessions. It's not. Women don't trust words, they trust energy. The man whose very posture says, I want you, but I do not need you. The man who can detach with presence, not bitterness. That's the man she cannot forget. Need is survival, and survival is ugly. She smells it, she feels it, and it repulses her, not because she's evil, but because biology punishes weakness. You became hers to manage. You thought vulnerability would win her heart. It won you a job, emotional pet. When you hand her the emotional authority, she may smile, she may nod, but inside she resents it. She doesn't want to lead, she wants to be led. Not with control, with direction. She doesn't want to feel bigger than you, she wants to feel contained by you. The tests aren't punishment, they're measurements. Every silence, every cold withdrawal, every emotional storm. It's not cruelty, it's measurement. She's checking, are you real? Are you grounded? Are you immovable? She doesn't want perfect, she wants undeniable. When you fold, you fail. When you hold, you become unforgettable. You were taught to mirror her. You were meant to anchor her. You were told to reflect her feelings. Wrong. You are the mountain. She is the weather. You don't move. You don't fold into softness. You don't disappear into validation. You remain unshaken, unapologetic, unconquered. Abundance is your leverage. When you live from abundance, not approval, everything changes. When your mission is bigger than her moods, when your vision is bigger than her validation, when your movement doesn't stop for her affection, she feels it, deep. And that's when you become the lure, the mystery, the gravity she orbits, not because you demanded it, but because you no longer needed it. Stop being the puppy, become the prize. Most men lose the game the moment they hand her the keys to their identity. You think your effort will earn her loyalty. It won't. She respects gates, she respects standards, she respects silence, not availability, not validation, not desperation. This is the truth they will never teach you. You are not failing because you're emotional. You're failing because you lost your edge. You traded polarity for proximity. You became her emotional twin, not her masculine anchor. Here's how you win. Stop chasing. Stop begging. Stop handing out emotional access like coupons. Become the man who wants her but does not need her. Become the man whose mission would still burn with or without her. Become the gravity, not the orbit, because the man who doesn't need to be chosen is the man she cannot forget. If this cracked something inside you, move. Like the video. Share it with a brother still trapped in the fairy tale. Sovereignty isn't given, it's seized. Own yourself, or be owned.